Hello and welcome to another update video about Quant QNT. Quant is moving further down. This was, as you know, in line with my primary expectation that we get a bit deeper here into this green support area. And yeah, you know, at the moment we are heading down lower. You can take a look at the key support levels for Quant by drawing those fib levels, the retracements of this wave 1, and you can see that we've also dropped below the 61.8% fib level. So the next key support would be the $117 level. But we'll take a look at that in a minute. My view is still for Quant that we are generally in a bullish pattern, that this here, that we've seen the low of the bear market already, that this was wave 1, this here was wave 2. We are now in the third wave. But within this third wave, we have subwaves. So we have here a wave 1, which peaked at around $227, and a wave 2 to the downside, which could come down to $116 without getting at risk of invalidation. Below that, it won't be invalidated, but it will be at risk of invalidation because any wave 2 that drops below the 78.6% retrace is getting at risk of invalidation. Again, if it does drop, yes, it could still hold the $102 level, no problem. It could even hold the $86 level, no problem. But these are just areas of less likelihood. So for me, it's then always, you know, if we drop below 116, it will sort of slowly morph into a different scenario. And this scenario I already explained to you, which is possible to count as well. It would mean adjustment of the internals here. But then we would have to say that all of this movement from the bear market low was a wave 1, and we are then coming down in a wave 2, and that would just allow for a stronger retracement. I can draw those fibs for you just to show you what that would mean. It would mean that we could, without a problem, come down in the 78.6% retrace to $80. Yeah, and the 61.8 fib level would actually be at $112. And you can see that in this particular scenario, we've actually just found support at the 50% retracement at $134. Now, okay, so that means potentially that the market is respecting this scenario more at the moment because we found some support at the 50% retrace. However, it's not very clear support. So I am still focusing on my primary expectation, which is that we can come down lower. In fact, I am still of the view that we will come down lower as long as we have a reversal signal. I explained that to you in the previous video as well. I will slowly continue to scale into Quant here at some point in this area, because this is the area from where it would reverse ideally. You will know that I took profits at, I think it was $188. I started to very slowly buy in again at around 160, I think, and will continue to scale in and reinvest those profits as we go lower, closer to support, because I believe that Quant has already seen the low of the bear market. If not, then obviously we have to focus on lows, on new lows at some point, but I wouldn't make that the primary expectation that we are going to see new lows as long as we're holding the $80 level. And that is because if I draw the fibs like this, which would be the alternative pattern, that all of this was a wave 1, then I'd be looking here at roughly the $80 level, the 78.6% retrace, as a warning sign that if we drop below that, this is going to be quite bearish. So it's still, as you can see, an uncertain environment. Nevertheless, of all the uncertainty in the market at the moment, Quant, and we've got a few other charts like Matic, for example, Ethereum, are still among the best charts. So, but also they obviously need to do some work to hold, and the bulls need to step in here to save this chart from morphing into a bearish scenario. But yeah, the support area still leaves quite a lot of space for further price drops. Actually, you can see that we are currently just now trying to drop out of this channel, which is here at around $136 was the support. We're just trying to drop out of it. The current 4-hour candle hasn't closed though, but it's still something noteworthy. And yeah, looking at the subdivisions, there are different ways, you know, how this can be counted. If this carries on down, it could just be a simple ABC, as I already did draw it on the chart. But then you would have here a 1-2 setup, another 1-2. This was the 3. So basically, let me just show you that. I would have to say that this here was a 1 ABC 2. Then we had here another 1-2 setup, the 3, the 4, the 5 happening possibly now. If we get below 132, that would be only the higher level wave 3. Then there will be another 4 and a 5. Yeah, so I will just label that for you so that you can actually see that maybe a bit clearer. So here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we avoided just about an overlap between waves 1 and 4. Yeah, sometimes, you know, this price action yesterday, sometimes you can get a bit of a distortion of waves, right? But this is just one possible count. There are various interpretations possible here. I think more important than really getting here the sub counts right for this one is to understand the key levels, which I mentioned to you. So as you can see, we just about avoid an overlap between waves 1 and 4, but it was a very strong retracement for a wave 4. But again, we had quite a crazy day yesterday. So based on this count, we would expect one more low here in wave 5 of 3, a wave 4 retracement, and a wave 5 down. But again, instead of just trying to be hung up on the subwaves here of a wave C, I would be more paying more attention to the Fibonacci retracements and the key support levels, and below which area we're going into a different scenario. So we haven't seen here a bottom yet, or at least we don't have the evidence for it, because also, again, you know, looking at this here, I mean, technically you could say we could find a way to count this as complete. Yeah, we've come down enough to complete here this correction. So be ready, but we've just dropped out of this, you know, channel. That's not good. And we've dropped also below the 78.6 retrace. So for me, the focus is still here further on the downside. Okay, that's my update about Quant QNT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.